It is Hyrule Temple. What's lo-fi of the Smash Bros. Version of it? Yes. Which is much more aggressive. Behind sounded like Castlevania music. Yeah, I could see that. Where are my glasses? There they are. How are you doing, Emperor Biggie? Ah. Check something real quick while we're just chilling. While you explore space, I'm out here runs over road debris harvesting. Hope in DD2 to unlock more stuff because I realize I need to unlock more food items to get HP buffs for the party to stand a chance against bosses. I see. That is generally an important part of Darkest Dungeon. Give me 1 second, I just gotta check a thing. Okay, all that's in order. Hi, Sal. Welcome in. Let me move this over here. And now I have all my stuff in order. Okay. Go here. Pause that for the time being. Oh, how could I forget? Oh, and I guess I'll water Emperor too. Yay. Right. Hydration. Yes, very important. Rightio. let's get this loop started. Okay. So, if I remember where we last left... Get back here. Can I just die, or... Oh, wait, hold up. I'm on the wrong profile. Hold up. I'm on the wrong profile. Okay. Now we can continue. So, where we last... Wrong Everalt, restarting. Yeah, exactly. So, where we last left off, we were still exploring the Interloper. Now, the Interloper is going to take a while to come back around, so... Oh, yes, thank you for reminding me. I will go put that on. I actually want to head back to the Ember Twin while we're still early on in the loop, because I realized there's something I didn't do that we learned in the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. There is a quantum shard somewhere on Ember Twin. To recall the shuttle while at Ember Twin so we can get to the Interloper. I actually don't need to recall that at all. I had that secondary profile so I could experiment to make sure I wasn't like insane. It's a completely different way to get in. Correct, you think you're helping, but you aren't. Let's go see Shirt. And then we'll just start looking for quantum frequencies. Yep. That's a big chunk. Friends, if you find any signs of Coleus, I implore you to tell me. He vanished without a trace over during a research trip and has been missing ever since. Valori, some of us from the Sunless City are here to help search for Coleus. Can you tell us more about your expedition? Coleus and I were studying cave geology. We hope to learn more about a unique and wandering rock that visits several different caves in the area. Where was young Coleus lost, Malori? He disappeared in a cave at the bottom of a dry lake bed at the North Pole. It happened in an instant without warning. I turned away from Coleus to examine the sample. When I turned back, he simply wasn't there anymore. He had a limited supply of air, and now I'm afraid for him. Hypothesis. We'll learn more by examining the northern lake bed cave where Coleus disappeared. Quickly, everyone. We have no time to squander. Hmm. Up. There's a quantum shard there. Oh. Well, if there was a cave here, I can't look in it anymore. But I think we found the shard they were talking about, so... Let's go check the log, and then we'll go from there. Perfect. Okay. What we got? Quantum caves. Lake bed cave. Strange shard that moves on watching emits a signal in the quantum fluctuation frequency. So there's more to explore there. Oh wait, this is a different cave and it's... Oh, wait, I can put my little scout on top of it. So from my understanding... there is more caves that this rock goes to. I have an idea. Oh, that's terrifying. I love it. I'm not in the same cave anymore. Oh, curious. This rock took me with it to a new location. I wonder why this happened. Curious, but also alarming. This new cave appears to lack an entrance or exit. Also, the rock that brought me here disappeared, while I wasn't watching. The wandering rock has returned. Never before have I been so delighted to see a sedimentary specimen. Wonder if I myself became quantum briefly when the rock carried me here. This seems the clearest explanation. Hypothesis. If the rock can bring me here, it can also carry me out. My hypothesis was correct. I can travel on this rock as long as I'm not observing my surroundings, meaning I must be in complete darkness. I'm going to bring my mentor here to see this. Melori is here now too. We theorize when a conscious being is in contact with a quantum object and ceases to act as an observer, explain the need for darkness. The being can become entangled with that quantum object, and they move together. Friends. Coleus has discovered a new quantum rule. He has also promised me he'll never vanish again, even if he does learn something useful from it. Oh. Coleus is missing. He vanished from the lake bed cave. Very familiar. Did you travel here, my cemetery friend? Because your unique color and texture appears identical to a rock I met earlier. Around there like the quantum moon? How curious. Okay, cool. So we can become quantumly entangled if we're not actively being an observer, i.e. being completely blind by turning off our lights. You think that could happen on the quantum moon? Well, most likely. It would probably help us actually, like... discover its, Oh. Well, I think we spent too much time fucking around, unfortunately. Because I think the next loop that the interloper is going to take around the sun, because I think the way we... I forgot to mention that whole test. I was... I don't think I can fix that. And it exploded. Okay. Now we won't have trouble getting to the interloper, I guess. Okay, there's still more to discover. So the bottom of the lake bed cave. Okay. Right. Let's go look at the interloper and then we'll do that one. Okay, we're not gonna... That shouldn't have worked, but, Anyway, let's get to the sunward side. Who land the first and repair? Yeah, that's probably a good idea. If this is gonna work the way I think it's gonna work, I don't think we're getting out of here easy enough to get out here by the end of the loop, so... Man, this ice is slippery. Okay. Jackpot. So there's ghost matter through there. I'm receiving much stronger energy readings now that we're beneath the crust. Whatever it is, that must lie somewhere below, closer to the comet's center, and I'm starting to think it's more dangerous than we realized. Clary, can you hear us? Yes, but your voices are faint. I fear we will lose communication entirely if we continue any deeper. Keep the shuttle warm for us, Clary. We'll return the moment we identify the source of the energy readings. I understand, but be cautious, both of you. Okay. this one. Whoa. Okay, absolutely not. That is a hilarious amount of ghost matter. What the fuck? Okay. So can I slow myself down? I can. Okay. So, right path, and then left path. Okay. I'm late, but here I am. Welcome in! We found quantum caves on, the Ember Twin. I blew up my ship, and now we're inside the Interloper currently. I'm assuming that one over there is... yeah, absolutely lush with ghost matter. The spherical stone casing here seems to be the source of the energy readings. No, rather the source is what's within the stone. I'm detecting some form of exotic matter. The stone is muting our energy readings. They should be 10 times what we're seeing at least. Pi, I don't think we want this matter interacting with us. As far as I can tell, direct contact with it would almost certainly be fatal. I've never encountered anything like this casing, but it's all that's protecting us from what's inside. Worse still, this matter is disturbingly volatile. Pi, whatever the matter inside this stone casing is, it's more than just profoundly unstable. It's under tons of pressure. Look at this density scan. I've never seen anything this tightly compacted before. What is this? This is orders of magnitude worse than I'd imagined. If this stone were to rupture, the lethal matter within would rapidly expand, completely blanketing this star system almost instantaneously. And the pressure is still building as the comet approaches this star system. Return to the shuttle right now. The rest of our friends need to know they're in terrible danger. Leave your equipment and run. What are you doing, Pi? The more we know about this alien matter, the better our chances of survival. I'll learn what I can here. Go warn the others. Maybe they can construct a shelter somehow. Now, Poke. That doesn't look like a spherical stone casing anymore. And they went to it while it was outside the system. So I guess this is how ghost matter got all over the system. And I think that's what killed the Nomai. So this is Pi. Then up here, this must be, yeah. This must be okay. So the vault in the core of the twins was to protect them from this expansion, maybe, though no. I think the reason we find all the Nomai just instantly dead is the ghost matter. The vault at the core of the twins was for the memory masks. Oh, our ship is gone. I don't know how we arrived millions of years. We arrived hundreds of thousands of years later just to watch the sun explode as the comet gets eaten by it. Yep. Okay. Well, our ship's 56,000 kilometers away, so I don't think we're getting out of here. So let's just... Yeah, about 380,000 if the sun station was anything to go by. Still not an insignificant amount of time, but... Now we know. Let's see here. Ruptured core. I found the 2 missing members of the Nomai shuttle crew near a large ruptured stone that looks like it exploded from the inside. The Nomai traced the strange energy rings to a spherical stone casing filled with some form of exotic matter. They determined the exotic matter was both lethal and under extreme pressure. If the stone were to rupture, the exotic matter within would rapidly expand, completely blanketing the solar system instantly. One of the Nomai stayed behind to examine the alien matter, while the other rushed back to the surface to warn the rest of the Nomai. And they never made it out. We learned a new quantum rule, Ember, also. Yes. If you are not actively being an observer, so if you were, say, blinded, you can become a quantum object. So if I stood on a quantum rock, turned off all my lights, I ended up in another cave with the rock. Indeed. So the lake bed cave. That's where we need to be. Lake bed cave. To travel with a quantum object, I must stand on the object and cease to observe my surroundings. Touch a stone, look away, and you'll travel too. Well, it does require complete darkness. Yeah. So if I closed my eyes, but we don't have a close our eye, we don't have a blink button. Okay. I thought I was fucked for a second. Star's death is influenced by the ghost matter. I'm willing to agree with that, honestly. It's an extremely volatile substance. Yeah. Oh. If you come here to look for Coleus, this is where we were when he vanished. He's been missing for 2 days now. What happened before Coleus disappeared? We were examining the different rocks. I recall Coleus standing on the largest one, the Wandering Rock. I was taking notes, and then my lantern died. Your strange Wandering Rock friend is here, though Coleus isn't. Okay. Quantum? Quantum! Quantum! Oh, hey! There's also more to explore with the quantum roll. Yeah. Okay, we'll explore the Lake Bed Cave. So there's still more to explore with the Ash Twin Towers. Apparently. Towers allow the Nomai to quickly travel. So let's see. I guess I have to travel with all of them. I've already been to the Sun Station. We've been to Giant's Deep. This one looks like it's for travel between the twins. Quantum Vrol. Yes. There are many Vrols all screaming at once. Ship's going to fire off again. They'll be fine. So this one must be a way to travel between the twins? Oh, well. Let's try this one. We have time. There's a scroll up. Up. Here. Visiting from the Hanging City, we were playing the Ash Twin project with the High Energy Lab on Ember Twin's Equator. Yeah, that's where we learned about the High Energy Lab initially. And the Hanging City's existence. Okay, let's see. Yup. So we've used the one for Giant's Deep, we've used the one for Brittle Hollow, we've used the one for the Twins, we've used the one for the Sun. All that's left is the geyser stations. Timberhearth. You take any damage? Nope, you're good. I guess getting yoinked by the sand was much gentler. What do you know? There's the one for... Earth. So they had one here for everything except Dark Bramble, essentially. Also know how to go to the deep. Oh, yes, that's true. Right. Hold on. Where's my ship? We have to look for a counterclockwise storm. Sun station, Giants Deep, Little Hollows. Everything's fine. We totally didn't just skim the sun there. Slate built a good ship. Here. Out. Oh yeah, because you can see it pulling the water. This one? Okay. Ooh. That's a problem. I could, if my ship didn't get yeeted into space. True. Surprisingly calm beneath some sort of electrical field surrounds the planet's core. So that's our next challenge. Maybe Gabbro? That's a good idea, actually. It'll take him for a second for him to come back and join us. Hey, buddy. I found something. Statue Island. I found her confirm. Found out what happened to the orbital probe cannon. Power. How do you stay so calm in the face of repeated impending death? Deep breaths. No, seriously, I meditate. Want me to teach you? It'll be the next loop before you know it. Oh. Embrace oblivion, yeah. So we don't quite know. Let me... Feldspar was near a frozen chunk of one of those jellyfish, which means he might have experience with them. And he's all the way on the bramble. Let's head back to Brittle Hollow, because we still have more to explore there. But I think it's about time we go pay our buddy a visit. Yeesh. Oh, hey. There's also an extremely high chance we lose our ship on this planet, which is okay. Escape Pod 1. Everyone unharmed. No one was badly injured from the escape pod's impact. We were incredibly fortunate. At least we have heard from escape pod. Have we heard from escape pod 2 or escape pod 3? No, I'm unable to contact. I can hear the other two escape pods distress signals. However, from any comfort, both pods must be structurally intact. My gratitude. If we can thatch. The moon is approaching again. Panic moon has returned. Be cautious of falling ash and debris. There are several promising sites below the surface, but we'll need to construct a way for everyone to climb down safely. For us, we can build platforms. As if on cue. Escape Pod 1. Vessel has been mortally injured. Escape Pod 3. Emergency escape hatch. Use caution. Black hole sleeps below. You must not slip. How are we looking? Structurally integral. Nice. Be sure not to wander far from here. Though this area is somewhat unstable, it's safer than any we've found so far. Do you mind? This knowledge is too dear to lose. Here is everything we can recall about the signal we encountered while aboard the vessel. The signal looked like an eye, round with a circle at the center, much like a pupil. Suppose the signal was looking for something. The signal is older than the universe itself. This is the most significant detail. No Nomai clan has ever encountered anything like it. How can anything in this universe be older than the universe itself? Imagine what rare and profound knowledge it might offer. We must find this eye of the universe. Oh, yeah, so now we can just... Lit, we learned inner peace. Well, I hope there wasn't anything I needed to learn in there. Like another consider that the equipment that found the signal might have been on the fritz. Well, knowing the Nomai, I imagine they checked that. We sacrificed too much arriving here. I will not allow our clan's grace lost to be in vain. True. It's just a bit of a pain navigating that. That looks familiar. I can't understand. Why did the vessel crash in that place? Was the vessel unwell in some way? No, Anona and I checked before the warp, and the warp core navigation system were both well. We warped to follow that curious signal from the eye of the universe. Where we arrived was wrong. It wasn't where we tried to go. Suppose it wasn't a problem with the vessel, but with our destination. I'm afraid for our friends in Escape Pod 3. Oh, there's the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. Head back up. Oh. A hole? Bruh. Look out below. Look out for the gravity hole, where you should slip and lose your grip, and into space you'll go. How delightfully juvenile. Well, if I was going to follow that path, I'm not following it anymore. Let's see if I can get back to my ship. I don't think I'm going to be able to do much here. Given the concerns about someone's stability, where should we construct a new, less temporary shelter? I'm gonna save ourselves. Northern Glacier. Okay. I see. So they constructed a path. Okay. Pod 1 settlement. Vessel's warp core broke when the ship crashed in Dark Bramble. Damaged. Temporary settlement. Vessel encountered the signal. Dark Bramble ensnared it. So one of the Nomai escape pods is still on Dark Bramble. Here's the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. Absolutely not. Okay, I guess we can come here. Structural integrity 1%. Maybe not. Well, so much for that. Our friends on Brittle Hollow warped here from White Hole Station on the other side of Brittle Hollow's black hole. Create warp travel. It's been a long time since I've jumped through a black hole. If you ever seen these readings, if they were accurate, they would be they would violate causality. Oh! Stealth Hawk with the raid of 4? Lit, dude. Thank you. Very sweet. Welcome. Seth the Ace of Azilf, thank you for following. Phantom that sometimes greets us. Shift in the light spectrum. Suppose this moon is too shy to show us its face. Interested in your playful moon, but like its violent friend Hollow's lantern. It isn't volcanic in my unaided eyes. Nights the moon circles this planet pure random. It seems to travel as it likes. Imagine if there were 2 volcanic moons. No rush, Stealth. Take your time. Enjoy your food. Imagine if there were 2 volcanic moons. I imagine there'd be none of us left. Hypothesis: there can exist too much lava. I'd strongly prefer we test the null hypothesis. Okay, so we can't reach the Hanging City from up here. So we need to get back to the crossroads. Tower of Quantum fuckery. Ah, here we go. This area is right by the crossroads. Up. That is always so jarring. Alright, let's go to the hanging city. Okay, so we are in the Meltwater district, if I remember. We already explored Meltwater, so let's go. Well, first let's send the Black Hole Forge all the way up. Let's go finish exploring the school now. We didn't get to look into it last time. I had to rush to the end of the cycle. Yeah. We didn't finish exploring the Hanging City. And apparently we're not gonna get to explore yet either. Ah, this is outside the high energy lab. Okay, this is the conversation about the, my brain stopped working. The conversation about the whole fucking... Oh, hey. Fuck you. Ow! What was I saying? That was the conversation about the causality violation. Ow. had to cause a supernova for science either. Yeah. Broke all your bones. This one, before the comet bloomed. Yeah. Oh. Explanation of festivals. All the Nomite clans from all over the universe meet in one place to share what they've learned in science and art. It's called the festival. Don't forget, festivals happen every 10 years. At some festival, one clan's big discovery can mean all the Nomai get to advance to, like a known as Warp Core, which made so everyone can warp long distances to explore more. Each clan has a festival envoy to show their most interesting work. Our envoy was Thatch. A single festival could last a long, long time. We can't go because we're stuck here, but Felix says we used to go too. So there could be Nomai alive elsewhere in the universe. Solanum, formation of this universe. No one knows how this universe was made, but one thing we do know is everything used to be very hot and very dense, tightly packed together. As this early universe expanded, it also cooled down. Once it cooled down enough, particles were able to group together to form things like galaxies, stars, and planets. Since then, space has continued to expand at a faster and faster rate, which is hard to think about for too long without your brain hurting. This universe will keep getting colder and larger until one day the stars and the life they support will all die. That's scary to think about, even though Kanoi tells me it won't happen in our lifetime, but it'll happen in someone else's someday. Welcome back! We were just discussing the heat death of the universe. Solanum's also the... Last we heard of Solanum, they took a journey to the Quantum Moon. God damn it. Oh. Yes, welcome back. keep getting killed by ghost matter. You use your scout to detect it, you dumb idiot. Do you think I made that just so you could take the pretty little pictures of trees? It has multiple uses! Haha, ghost death. Let's see if we learned anything new. Northern Glacier. My Umbriel Hall observed a phantom moon that sometimes. Here's a secret 6 location. And a Tower of Quantum Knowledge is also there. That's right, Slate needed to work on the autopilot avoidance system. It's pretty funny. Yeah, it was. Just thump. For the most part, the autopilot's excellent. There is the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. Let's see if we can get in there early. We are not gonna stay here long because this place has like 0 structural integrity. What was that? What? What was that? I think we experienced Gary's mod death. We had Gary's syndrome. You broke a rigs there somewhere, evidently. Oh! Hello, Quantum Moon. We'll come visit you later once I have all the facts. And so the plan was like, stabs you, stabs you, stabs you. Yeah, honestly. Thrown around my ship like a fucking ping pong ball. Rattled around like a crapped Christmas present. That was so funny. Okay, if I didn't have to explore the Tower of Quantum Knowledge also, there's another thing I could do. Eat it around his ship, yes. I'll go back and clip it later. Right. I'm probably gonna wanna... I can approach the Tower of Quantum Knowledge from below. And this is an infinitely safer place for me to land. Oh, I can also see ghost matter with the landing camera. That's good to know. Ugh. Oh, shut up, you. Alright. Let's head back to the Hanging City. the bridge hasn't collapsed yet. Right, before we get distracted, let's pull the black hole forge back up. Doing more Darkest Dungeon 2 runs and got the cultists literally being envious the Highwayman isn't possessed by otherworldly forces. So I think we finished exploring the school district. So there's the Eye Shrine district, and then the Black Hole Forge. I imagine I've been hard on Poke again. This in turn means I've made things difficult for her sister, Clary. If Poke and I are oil and water, Clary is our emulsifier. She certainly makes us a better team than would mixing through shaking, although sometimes I would like to shake Poke. Jokes aside, suppose my own fear of never finding the eye prompted my argument with Poke. That would be immature of me. I should apologize, at least to Clary, who could then tell Poke. I no longer believe as I did as a child on Ember Twin that the Eye of the Universe, the source of the signal, wishes to harm us, but it may not want to be found either. In fact, the Eye may not have wishes at all. We have no evidence supporting this. The terrible circumstance of our arrival here were almost certainly exactly that, circumstance. I suspect imagining we were special to the Eye in some way is wishful thinking. The Eye might have called out to any sentient species, or it might not have been calling out at all, and that my ancestors heard the Eye's signal holds no great deep meaning. This wouldn't be so bad, I think. Be welcomed in this place. This shrine is a space to reflect on what brought us to the star system, the signal from the Eye. We observed the Eye's signal in our travels and followed it here to find its source. What we know is that the source of the signal, which was chosen to call the Eye of the Universe, is older than our universe itself. The rest we have yet to learn. Enter and open your mind to its possibilities. What is the Eye of the Universe? Eye is older than this universe, so imagine how much it could teach us. Perhaps it is a cosmic library. Suppose the Eye is a more advanced being. The Eye is a source of the signal that brought us here. How can the Eye be older than the universe itself? Suppose it's a relic from a previous universe. The early universe was unimaginably hot and dense. If anything existed before, it would have been destroyed. Suppose the universe is older than previously assumed. What is the Eye's signal? Oh, the Eye wishes. Of note, from the signal we were able to determine the Eye's approximate age, or perhaps its lack of age. Suppose the Eye wishes to communicate. The signal's a call, where we intended the intended audience. The signals is the Eye's voice. It speaks a language we don't yet know. Or maybe the signal is the Eye's attempt at expressing itself. Interesting. Right. That's that. So let's go up to the Black Hole Forge district. That path is broken. Is this one busted as well? Yes. think I know how we're supposed to get up there, at least. At least I have a theory. I'm gonna have to head back to the Ash Twin. Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna have to go back to the Ash Twin to be able to access that, but it's down there now. Or the, yeah, Ash Twin. We'll pop to your ship for a refuel. Yup. Making our way through that mystery. Yeah. Alrighty. Hello, wanting to get into this game, but there doesn't seem to be any objective from the start. That would be correct. There is not an given objective. I suppose the first objective you get is once the time loop ends. Well, okay, brain work. I suppose you can give yourself an objective, technically, when you first start the game, because they ask you, what do you want to do when you go up into space? You want to learn about the Nomai? Yeah, that. Like, the first path it presents you, honestly, is, like, this one. So one of the missing travelers tells you about, where's Gabbro? The person who went to go get a funny little statue. It gives you a lot of information that it keeps track of in the ship's computer that you're free to sort of explore as you wish, but there is no sort of main quest. So use the ship log more often. Yeah, essentially. It keeps track of all of your findings, or you can grab a plan and start exploring. Yeah, that too. But if you're looking for a more organized way to keep track of things, the ship's log presents you threads to follow, and you can sort of treat it like a quest log, I guess. But yeah. No problem. I'm happy to help. Hey. Black Hole Forge. exit to the surface paths before they were destroyed. Alright, let's go check out the forge. Be cautious near the boarding area while the black hole forge is in operation. Good news, Yarrow. The advanced warp core is ready to be installed in the central chamber on Ash Twin. Everyone here working on the Ash Twin project says see it. Pi is beside herself with joy. No, it isn't. Is everything well at the forge? I love Poke. The core's durability could still be improved. I need more time. Ignore her, Yarrow. The core is finished, and if my sister tells you otherwise, then she will be finished as well. Don't worry, Love Poke is only nervous. The core is extraordinarily, and her design work is beautiful, beautifully clever. Where am I taking this first black hole core, and where am I taking the remaining cores once they're ready? The white hole cores are for warp receivers. Each of the 6 receivers are being constructed at different locations, so those deliveries will be a greater pain in your cervical spine. The tower designs in the high energy lab on the Ember Twin reveal each receiver's location. Ask Yarrow, he is familiar with them. All the warp towers are being constructed on Ash Twin, so the black hole cores will go there. Gratitude, in fact. In that case, Poke, Clary, I'm leaving for delivery. I'll send Yarrow your regards. Poke, I'll return to the forge shortly. I'm going to catch up to Root and help him deliver the first cores to Ash Twin, just to make sure Yarrow receives it. Of course you are. Regarding the warp towers on Ash Twin, does each tower have to be perfectly aligned with its center of the astral body to which it's tuned? I enjoy precision as much as the next Nomai, but if, for example, a tower's base were to shift even slightly, that tower might no longer align with its astral body. More accurately, I enjoy precision as much as the next Nomai, provided the next Nomai is not Poke. We don't need the alignment angle to be exact. It only needs to be within 5 degrees of the astral body's center. Of note, that this gives us a slightly longer warp window. I imagine this window will last roughly several seconds. As such, any Nomai stepping onto the warp platform during the active window will be immediately warped. We will need to be careful around the platform for the duration of the time it's active to avoid accidental transportation. The empty spots always concern me. Yarrow believes he spotted a flaw in the warp tower designs, namely that one of the warp towers in Ash Twin will never activate because its warp receiver will never align overhead. Does your romantic interest think a warp tower's alignment point is its receiver? Does he not know that a warp tower always aligns with the center of its corresponding astral body? That is an unreasonable belief, given the receiver does have to be located on or in close orbit around the relevant astral body. I seem to recall that was your understanding of warp technology at first. No, Yarrow understands the distinction. He likely doesn't realize the hourglass twins are so close together they function as a single astral body with a shared alignment point in between them. Okay. Ow. Melt water. Okay, let's head back to the crossroads. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get there, actually. I guess I could wait for the Tower of Quantum Knowledge to go poof. Oh, speaking of... Yup, there it goes. Yeah. Welcome, Solanum. Your arrival here means you've completed your preparations on Giant Steep and are ready to depart for the Quantum Moon. On your pilgrimage to the Quantum Moon will carry you just as it carried me and many in our clan before me to the moon's sixth and most secret location. You'll be aided in your pilgrimage by the shrine our clan built on the Quantum Moon, but remember the final rule. To explore the sixth location, the shrine must be on the moon's north pole. Be curious on your journey. And then that scroll we saw here was talking about all the Nomai that came before and stuff. Okay. I'm probably going to die out here, so. Yeah, those light distortions from the gravity wells is painful. Yeah, either the Quantum Moon or... Dark Bramble, I think. Let me see. Here. More info on the Ash Twin project. We still haven't gotten inside the Ash Twin project. I have an idea. So a quantum shrine, power of quantum knowledge. Remember this final route to explore the 6 locations shrine must be on the moon's north pole. I have an idea, because I think we can't... They sealed off all physical entrances to the Ash Twin project. But you don't need a physical link to teleport. So what if one of what if one of the 2 teleporters on the Ash Twin is actually to go in? Unfortunately, this also requires us to wait for it to drain a bit. So, we're gonna go chill with Chert for a bit to let the moons drain. Is that the one that cracked and lets the sand in? Yes, I think it is. So we're either gonna have to wait for the planet to be nearly... There are bits that we can hide under in the tower. Oh, that was a deep breath. I'm sorry, Everil. It's only been like 2 times. Well, just a compilation of all the funny deaths. Like the ship explosion, the clang death. Oh, no. Suit. Suit. Always keep the suit on. It cannot be trusted. Words are hard, English is fake. Yes. I agree completely, Haste Potion. I also need to remember if I need to, like, correct course, I need to, brain work. I need to heckin' come on, brain, you're so smart. Come on, brain, you're so smart. I need to abort the autopilot if I want to actually correct my course so I don't crash into something, because I lose control of this ship once autopilot is engaged. There we go. Hi, Chert. What are you up to? Found something. Know my writing about the quantum moon? Quantum moon orbiting each of the 5 planets with something quite simple. There is, I've never seen. Perhaps I take a closer look at the star charts. I found something. I don't know if I spotted a supernova. Admiral writing about a hidden planet. The existence of an additional planet is entirely plausible if you look at the physics of our solar system. It would just have to be incredibly far out there, farther than the Harthian ships would be able to travel. Honestly, we don't know all that much about what's out there. The further you go, the less we know. As such, it's well within the realm of possibility such a planet exists. Okay. I'm to be extremely careful. It's starting to drain. Let's go have a look. Yep, there we go. That's some good sand right there. Crunchy, yeah. Oh. What? We're here. Minutes 20 seconds ago, received data from previous cycles. Masks receiving data from probes, tracking module, Giant's Deep memory statue, Timber Hearth memory statue. Probe tracking module. 40 minutes until end of cycle transmission. Yeah. Maybe that one that's alone. Today we finished the excavation of Ash Twin. Here in this space we carved, we will craft our most ambitious project yet, the Ash Twin project, powerful enough to send information back in time. We've also finished relocating all subterranean plants we met while digging. We'll need to keep our eyes on how significantly we've altered the environment here. Now, far we've come since our experience at the High Energy Lab, I still can hardly believe Raimi's hypotheses were true. Wait, where was the probe tracking module again? In the probe that gets... Well, the probe tracking module was the module of the space station that's stuck in the core of Giant's Deep. Poke just sent the warp core for the final tower to us from... There was a statue in there, I remember seeing it in the projection. Final tower to us from the Black Hole Forge. Now Ash Twin can be connected with Giant's Deep, where Cassava is working with Avens to craft the orbital probe cannon, and where Phlox is sculpting the memory statues. Hypotheses. It was not by accident the core of our warp tower was the last to be forged. Hypotheses. The core would have been forged faster if Cassava had interrupted my work less frequently to ask for updates. The important point is we are well connected through Ash Twin now, and also that I am no longer needed for mediating your disagreements. Our friends on the Giant's Deep tested the orbital probe cannon today. Mallow tells me the cannon's doing well and that Avens advocates for more launch power. If anyone can coax the maximum power from a device, Avens can. Then if anyone can goad a device into exploding, that too is likely Avens. Perhaps I should check in with the orbital probe cannon crew in the interest of safety. Would it help to remind Avens that Mallow, his love, will be the one in the Nomai aboard the cannon, or is Mallow part of the problem? Phlox and Daz finished the memory statues today. They're truly remarkable. When the Ash Twin project succeeds, or in the event it fails, the memory statues will activate, allowing us to gather more data before we shut down the project. Pi and Idea have worked hard on the Sun Station. Blast is complete. If everything goes as planned, the structure will prompt the Sun's explosion, which will in turn supply the power the Ash Twin project requires. I'm impressed by their mental fortitude. This was the project's most difficult task, in more ways than one. We're nearly ready to activate the Ash Twin project. Here's what will happen. First, the Sun Station will receive the order to fire at the Sun, prompting it to explode. Using the energy from the resulting supernova, the Ash Twin project will send the order for the orbital probe cannon to fire back in time by 22 minutes. Exactly 22 minutes after these orders are received, the Sun Station will again trigger the supernova to send the probe data from this cannon launch back in time. In total, each cycle created by the Ash Twin project will last precisely 22 minutes. We can end this cycle at will. These words are difficult to write. The Sun Station did not work. Suppose we redesign the Sun Station to generate power of that magnitude. A supernova is still our only viable option. I believe we can still find a way to create a supernova, my friend. Don't lose hope. This is easier expressed than accomplished. You can wait for the Sun to explode on its natural timeline if you prefer, Idea, but you'll need to find some way to halt our aging process. It's the closest we have ever been. The Ash Twin project is theoretically sound. We were only able to power it. Perhaps there's another way. We are halting our research into creating a supernova for this moment. The comet has newly arrived in the solar system and we're anxious to explore it. It's been a very long time since we last explored somewhere new, so we're excited to welcome this comet. Imagine what knowledge might be gained there. The comet killed them. Giant's Deep. Riddle Hollow. Artificial gravity control. You are about to access the core while the Ash Twin project is active. Removing the core will disable Ash Twin project. It seems like power is going into the warp core. Well, it looks like the loop is installed. So they were using... Damn, Fate really said no. So they were using... And the loop. Not... I don't know if... It's sending us 22 minutes into the past. Literally earned you that pulling the core shuts off, actually. Then yeah. It's saying memories of it all 22 minutes into the past. Yeah, that's why we get it. Yeah, so upon activation... So for it to have fully functioned, they would have needed, at least for the orbital probe cannon and stuff, they needed a supernova. And the entire reason, that's why the orbital cannon fired, because a supernova's happening. Nomai died, and now all the automated systems are going off because of the sun going supernova when the interloper gets eaten. Yeah. Yeah. We know how to end the loop. But that end is not today. That looks fucking cool, though. I love the Nomai's aesthetic. So the statue we found in Giant's Deep must be connected to Gabbro. The statue that he brought to Timber Hearth is connected to us, and there's one more statue that's active with memories being sent back. Goes to the module. Yep. There are 8 monoliths with no mass attached. 3 of the master are actively receiving data from the probe tracking module, Giant's Deep, and the Timber Hearth, respectively. The Ash Twin project was designed to use the energy from a supernova to send the probe data from the orbital probe cannon 22 minutes into the past. The Sun Station did not work, although the Ash Twin project was theoretically sound. The Nomai were unable to power it. There is an advanced warp core inside the protective casing at the center of the planet. Removing the core will disable the Ash Twin project. Yeah. It'll end the loop. Well, no use waiting for that to happen right now. We still have things we can do. So let's use this time to go take our first peek at Dark Bramble. And I think once we've taken our peek here, I think we're off to the Quantum for the start of the next loop. Is there anything on the chunks of planet? I don't think there is. The anglerfish make themselves look like seeds to... Right. We found him. Didn't get to talk to him. Okay. You know what? Yeah. Oh, I just realized we can use the signal scope to find the Nomai ship as well. We can track the escape pod frequency. Or what we can do instead. Yeah, there was a third escape pod. There was a third escape pod launched from their main shuttle that never made it out of Dark Bramble. That would have been bad. Landing gear is also busted, just so you know. Heads up. Recall the rule of quantum entanglement. Recall the rule of the sixth location. You have recalled the rule of quantum imaging. So to get to the 6th location... And no matter... So, yeah. So remembering the messages, no matter where we land, we're always going to end up on the South Pole. We somehow have to get the shrine to be on the North Pole so we can go to the secret 6th location. Oh, you cheeky fuck. Right, I need to take a photo of it. Here's Solanum's shuttle. Oh God. Uh. This is a really good preserver, yeah? That it is. So not Timber Hearth. We need to find a location with a clear North Pole. I see. Okay, we're in the 6th location, but not the right place. Where did they build the 2nd scope? Here we go. Not quite. But closer. Here we go. Hi. He's alive! Identity stone, explain stone. You... Just let me know why my clan arrived in the stars before my birth. I've never met one of your comforts. An honor to speak with you. I particularly admire your 4 eyes. I would ask if I could comprehend your language. You have my gratitude for understanding mine. Identify you. Quantum moon, where we both are standing, despite also orbiting other celestial bodies, is the eye of the universe's moon. We are orbiting the eye of the universe now, though we cannot see it, only the quantum moon's reflection of it. The eye is older than the universe itself, and my clan believes it dwells in an extremely distant orbit around this star system. I'm on my first pilgrimage to the quantum moon. I'll know my clan make this journey. Come of age. Quantum moon made special to us. The sky above us. I imagine your purpose here is the same as mine, to learn and find the eye of the universe. I'm not sure how you arrived here, or perhaps you came from another star system. Have you encountered a quantum shard in other planets or shards the same as the quantum shard? We can reasonably infer the quantum moon's natural states. Same way the areas surrounding quantum shards line. This could be him the moment he first came here. There is a fundamental uncertainty throughout the universe. Normally, uncertainty is only observable on a very small scale. As one approaches the eye, however, that uncertainty grows enormously. The quantum moon probably exhibits macroscopic quantum behavior because of its proximity to the eye. Shards that broke off from the quantum moon have a similar effect, as I imagine you've seen elsewhere in the system. Conscious observation forces a quantum object to collapse to a single possibility. But what would happen if a conscious observer somehow entered the eye itself? Over time, this has become my clan's greatest question. These are two tenets in the Know My philosophy. To seek out and to understand is our way of living. Do not have much connection, you and I. Still, this encounter feels special. I hope you won't mind if I think of you as a friend. Is this your first time on the Quantum Moon? This is my first time here. You're looking for answers. I hope you find them. Suppose you could reach the eye of the universe, would you try to enter it? What do you imagine the effects of a conscious observer might be? Many of my clan have believed the eye called to us for a particular purpose. When I was a child, I used to believe the eye was malevolent, to have lured my clan to this SAR system only to then vanish from them so completely. But I don't fear the eye anymore. In fact, it became my fondest hope to see the eye itself someday, but I fear this may be beyond my reach. You may think I'm strange, but I have a hypothesis that I may not be entirely alive. Perhaps my journey has reached its end. He isn't alive, this is just an echo of him. It would be, yeah. He's taking it pretty well. Like many of the climb before me, I journeyed here to see the Quantum Moon's reflection of the eye. It's closest to any of us who come to see the eye itself. He's on every single version of the moon. Also persists. Quite possibly. But I think it might be because of how long he was there. Because if something remains on a quantum object long enough, they themselves begin exhibiting quantum properties. So, he effectively achieved quantum immortality. He can never die, but he can never really live either. Well, let's see if I can make it back to my ship before the sun explodes. I think not, but... Then I suppose now all that's left is Dark Bramble, and then the DLC stuff. Which we haven't really been able to address, because it was a very... It's very vague in how you start the DLC stuff, and I had to look it up. What if we're at the eye orbit when the sun goes? That is an excellent question. If we're on the 6th location when the sun goes, that would certainly be a bit of a wait, but it would be an interesting... I love it. Our suits function on roughly the same logic as our ship. Nope. I got caught in the suns. Are you sure time flows in the quant? That is a good point as well. I don't think it does. One sec. Let's go check our log. Yeah. He seemed pretty okay with it. I was able to land on the surface of Quantum and found the dead Nomai in a spacesuit near the South Pole. I met a living Nomai named Solanum at the South Pole. The Quantum Moon is the eye of the universe's moon. At this location, the Quantum Moon becomes a reflection of the eye itself. The eye is likely the source of all macroscopic quantum phenomena in the solar system. Solanum wonders what would happen if a conscious observer were to enter the eye. Solanum has a hypothesis that she may not be entirely alive. Let me see if I can go tell anything to, Hornfels. No, my expert, he's on the holo. Yeah, I should go talk to Rybeck. Rybeck's the archaeologist. But it was Chert that also was interested in the quantum mechanics, so I can tell him I went to the moon. But let's do Rybeck first. There's the camp. Confirmed Solanum gender, yeah. I am, boy howdy, I sure am feeling emotions now. The dead silence of the 6th location, just suddenly too weird. Two aliens looking at each other. Yeah, same. Yep. Scaredy cat. I learned something. Found Nomai Rang with Quantum Pilgrimage. Found Nomai Escape Pod. I learned something. Old sediment. I learned something. Taking City Sunless, I found Nomai writing about Quantum Pilgrimage. I went to the comet and wow, so that's how the Nomai died? Really sad, isn't it? We hadn't evolved to live on land yet. If the comet hadn't killed them, our species might have coexisted in the solar system. That would have been amazing. I guess if I hadn't wanted to learn why the Nomai disappeared, I'd never have left Timber Hearth and come out here or had any of these adventures. Don't get me wrong, space is terrifying, but, you know, it has its moments. I talked to a living Nomai. That's making sense. I understand. I'm very excited for you, though. Please stop yelling. A sort of living Nomai on the quantum. Why didn't you say so? So I just have to go back into space, fly the quantum moon with 0 visibility, find the spooky ruin, and travel through a few different types of dangerous terrain to get there. Okay, yeah, that's not so bad. Probably doable. It sounds like a coming ridge, like how hatchlings stay hatchlings until their stomachs are strong enough to drink sap wine. There's a sort of alive Nomai on the quantum moon? Well, why didn't you say so? Okay, we told him, I guess we can either... I don't think we'll get much out of Chert. So let's head to Dark Bramble and go find Feldspar. Alright, Dark Bramble. I now dub the Quantum Moon Solanum's moon. Having been the only Hearthian to fucking go there. It is very clever, though, learning that the anglerfish are mimicking the fucking seeds. Official name accepted. Solanum. Really not a fan of Alien Entities adapted to predating on spacefarers. Yeah, I have no idea what the fuck they'd be predating on. Whoa! Where'd you come from? No one's come here, well, ever, actually. That makes you the second Hearthian to ever reach Dark Bramble. After me, of course. Well done. Say, it's you! They made you an astronaut and you haven't blown yourself up yet? Good for you! Feldspar, you're alive! You never were the brightest hatchling, were you? Yeah, that's right, I'm alive. Been coming out here since my ship had, you know, crashed violently. Wait, what? Oh, this is a good story. I just finished exploring the core of Giant's Deep and needed a new challenge. None of us had ever been inside Dark Bramble, so I think, hey, let's give that a try. I've been cruising around for a while, dodging the odd massive interdimensional vine bristling with thorns, when I run into this huge anglerfish, the biggest I've ever seen. I pull a few stunts trying to shake the thing off, nothing too fancy. I'm going full speed when the fish clips me, knocks me into a vine, and, well, like I said, I crash. Blammo. On impact, my ship starts making noises like it's coming apart from the inside, and I think, well, that ain't great. Sure enough, I barely get out of there before the electrical system starts sparking like crazy. It's either move fast or die unpleasantly, so I had to put a little distance between me and my poor little fried ship. I camped out near where I crashed at first. I found this skeleton later. Great find. Would have been stupid not to use it. So I moved my setup over here, planted my emergency tree seeds. Been here ever since. Yeah. Pretty much. Anyway, that's how it all went down, hatchling. Story's over, but feel free to stay and enjoy the fire a while. Or don't. Fire's not going anywhere. Anything else you wanted? You reached the core of Giant's Deep. Giant's Deep's core? Huh. That was a wild one. Since you're asking, I gotta assume you haven't made it down there yourself yet, right? If I tell you how, it kind of feels like cheating. On a completely unrelated note, there sure was a big hollow vine my ship crashed into. Yep. If I were you, I'd go take a walk and see where it ends. You'll want to go to the tail end of that anglerfish here and look for a flickering light in the fog. That'll be my old ship. The path starts there. Where should I explore here? That's the spirit. Anywhere's good, but you should know that space is weird here. Intensely. Ever tried throwing your scout into one of those weird seas? See, there with the little opening? It's just big enough to launch one through. Your scout tracker will tell you the scout is in two places at once. I don't think that's wrong exactly, because space doesn't work right in here. That seed looks small, see, but it's inside. Bigger. Much bigger. I've had a lot of time to think about this, and my theory is space in dark bramble kind of expands as you go through each sphere. That's why it's bigger inside those seeds. So that's my theory. Keep that in mind while you're exploring dark bramble. Maybe you won't get lost inside forever. Good luck! Where's your ship? Not far from here, as a matter of fact. If you go straight past the tail of this anglerfish skeleton here, you'll see a flickering light in the fog. Follow that trail, you find my old ship. What's left of it, anyway. What happened to this anglerfish? Oh, the skeleton? It was like this when I got here. Near as I can tell, this anglerfish must have been chewing on the vine and eating a seed, and then the seed grew and grew in the poor fish's stomach until this happened. Gross, huh? The skeleton was a good find. Keeps the fish away. See, they're territorial, so they mostly avoid each other. That's why I set up camp here. Shouldn't I tell ground control to come get you? Well, yeah, sure. Whenever you have time. Frankly, I kind of like it out here. Quiet. Peaceful-ish. You're a little young to understand, but it's a lot of pressure being the best that ever was. Been nice to take a break. I found something. Lay it on me. Found a dark bramble seed on timber hearth. That's bad business, Hatchling. As Chert will tell you, if you so much as glance in dark bramble's direction, there used to be a 5th planet where the bramble is now. This infernal plant appeared at the center and kept growing and growing and growing until it shattered the planet and scattered its pieces across space. If we don't get that seed you found sorted real quick like, I suspect Timberhearth will be heading towards the same fate. And I tell you what, we Hearthians have overcome far too much to be done in by some worthless seed. Found something. I found my writing saying anglerfish are blind. Aha! So the blasted things do have a weakness. Meaning my fly as fast as I can approach to dealing with them could have used a bit more thought behind it. Oh well, at least they didn't eat me. All's well that is well, eh, Hatchling? Okay, so the trail starts at his ship. Whoa, that is very different. Let me head back to my ship, actually. Well, he was the first. Yeah? Oh, well, you're an astronaut now? Felspar's Camp Hollowvine. This is the end of the Hollowvine. They crashed their ship into. Find Feldspar's ship a while ago, flying town. Look for a flickering light in the fog. Okay. I forgot to grab more damn fuel. Tire through the other hole or along the vine, do you think? I'd imagine he said it was inside, I think. End of the hollow vine. I'm gonna go inside, I guess. That seems to be the most promising, at least. Oh, I'm... Trip 4, entry... I'm gonna say not 1. Crashes 3, boring crashes 0. Personal best. Oh, never not seen one of these beasties outside Giant's Deep. They were awfully useful back there. Maybe a jellyfish could be useful here too? Ugh, this thing tastes terrible. The outside's all rubbery and tough. Maybe that's because it insulates the jellyfish insides from getting zapped by electricity? Right, I'm going inside of this jellyfish's interior cavity to see if what's in there tastes any better. Do not eat this even if you were dying. It would be too sad if this were the last thing you ever ate in your life. I guess these jellyfish are only useful for insulation from electricity. Again, do not eat. Love, Feldspar. We can hide inside the jellyfish to get inside. That was his hint, I guess. Yeah. So we know how to get in there. Then we can deal with Giant's Deep later. But first order of business, now that we somewhat know what the hell we're doing, is we need to take a little trip. Right, we need to use the seeds to get out of this area. Well, if I wasn't bad at aiming, I'd be able to get a fucking shot there. There we go. Rip. Ha ha ha, fish death. Rather unceremonious, wasn't it? Evidently. It does. I wasn't quite finished, but it does get us out of there. Let's see here. Let me go talk to the person with the banjo. Let me see if I can talk to them. Oh, can I not tell anyone anything? True, we can get into Giant's Deep's core now. Let's go do that. We can get that, and then later on we can head out back to Dark Bramble to try and find that last escape pod. Name of the Nomai there. So, first order business is finding a storm, sliding inside of it to get down under the deep current, and then hiding inside one of the jellyfish's inner chambers to get through the electricity. Simple. That one goes up. Up. Yeah. You? No, but the other one near it. Yeah. Okay. Beneath the current. Now we need to find a jellyfish. Now is not the time, sticky keys. Ah! I must have gone out too early. We're in. Hello, beautiful. I have exciting news to prevent the Astrum project is almost prepared to receive the probe. Touches. Oh wait, that was actually a new one. The Astrum project is almost prepared to receive data from the orbital probe. Remy's adding some finishing touches here, but she'll be finished as soon as the orbital probe can and well. Here in the probe tracking modules ready to record each launch's flight trajectory. Relevant data to you. Another appendage I'm worried about this cannon structural integrity and its crew's moral integrity. Launch module. Launch module back in space. Imagine, prevent the probe tracking module will be the first to know the coordinates of the eye of the universe. You'll be the first to see them. Honored and terrified. We only need to fire the probe once anyway, so who minds if it compromises the orbital probe cannon structural integrity slightly? I would mind, Mallow. I would mind because we won't be capable of receiving our probe's data if the probe tracking module is destroyed. Retrieving stored coordinates from Ash Twin. Displaying coordinates for the eye of the universe. They found the coordinates to it. Let me actually let this fully go. Receiving data from probe 9,318 and 85. Visualizing current trajectory of probe. Retrieving previous launch data from Ash Twin. Total number of probes launched, 9,318 and 85. Deep space anomaly matching all known criteria for the eye of the universe found by probe 9,318 and 54. Retrieving stored coordinates from Ash Twin, displaying coordinates for the eye of the universe. So they found it. Or the probes did, finally. See if I can get back to my ship now. In one piece. Or several, I guess. Right, it's a space airlock, not a water one. Yeah. Okay, now I need to get out. Oh, perfect. Okay. So they found the eye of the universe. After 9 million fucking probe launches. Can we go there? Not with a Hearthian ship, I don't think. Unless we figured out some way to use the advanced warp core in the... Ash Twin project. That's the only way I could think we'd have the power to be able to make it that far. Last one. Yeah? Okay. Let's go have a look. See what our logs picked up. The statue in the probe tracking module automatically records each probe's trajectory and transmits the data to the Ash Twin probe. Found Nomai coordinates marking the location of the Eye of the Universe. It is, yep. Our escape pod crashed as we tried to flee this place, destroying our movement communication capabilities. We've held out as long as we could here, but this pod supply of breathable air is clearly nearly depleting. The anglerfish attack more and more frequently. Our best chance at its survival is to return to the vessel to either repair the damage or more probably await rescue. Seka, is the message finished? The vessel's beacon is already growing fainter. It will be gone in a matter of hours. We need to leave here quickly. Do not exit pod. There is a new problem. Our equipment is detecting two distinct beacons from the vessel, but it isn't possible for the vessel to be in two different locations at the same time. I agree, but the beacons are exactly identical to each other. Perhaps if I had more time. We're nearly out of time already, Din. The vessel's beacon is quickly fading. Soon it will be gone and we will be lost. We'll follow the two beacon whose source is nearest to us. But suppose that beacon is false. We likely don't have enough air to reach the farther of the two beacons, Din. The decision is made for us. We'll leave a trail of lights as we go. There's still a chance someone could hear our escape pod's distress signal. Poor bastards. To any who've come here searching for us, we followed one of the two beacons from the vessel to this place, but now we can go no further. It's almost too faint to hear now, but the vessel's beacon is still faintly emitting from within this thorny sea. Yet the opening is too small for even a single nomai to fit through it, so our escape pod couldn't have flown through there. I don't understand how this could be possible, but this gruesome place seems able to manipulate space itself. Maybe this was our undoing. To be so close to the location of the vessel, still so far, is difficult. Worse, the vessel's beacon is dying. Soon we will be unable to hear it. There's nothing we can do now but try to perhaps find a way inside, or at least attempt to comprehend why this happened. My dearest hope is that the other escape pods were able to reach relative safety. Something about reading that with the time. Yeah. I'm gonna do one more try to try and get to the vessel. I'm curious how best to avoid the anglerfish, though. Well, I think I'll stop there for now. The best way to avoid those anglerfish, I guess. Yeah. 3 hours and 30 minutes. Yeah, same. They're blind, so maybe if you stop moving when they turn to you, they won't hear you. I can just not fire the engines because there's no gravity. So I can just fire the engines once I have a given heading and then stop. Okay. So our next stop then is gonna be the Dark Bramble, and then we will investigate the anomaly for Echoes of the Eye. Because Echoes of the Eye involves the anomaly picked up by the deep space satellite, which I didn't completely comprehend, but I looked into it because we're getting to the point where I actually need to consider, okay, wait, how do I actually do the DLC content? But I hope you all enjoyed. That was really fun. Like, subscribe if you're not. Like, subscribe. This is in YouTube. Follow if you're not a follower, if you feel like it. Subscribe if you feel like it. Whatever you want to do. Thank you all so much for hanging out. I appreciate it. I hope you all have an excellent day. Assuming we can get to the eye, yes.